Hi, neighbor. I'm Isabella Riley.
And I'm Taylor Holt. Today, we look at returning to campus amidst the COVID pandemic. I talk with representatives from the Student Rec Center about how students can stay healthy on campus.
You can follow me around campus as I explore the new protocols like mask and social distancing. See host Aiyana Willoughby talk with a representative from apps about upcoming semester entertainment. Join us as we say, hi, neighbor. Hi everyone, my name is Isabella Riley and this is Hi Neighbor. Today we're going to take you around the Appalachian campus to learn about the COVID-19 restrictions and how it has impacted students and staff. So going into, you graduated as a senior in May or June last year and now you're on a college campus. What has that transition been like, especially having the majority of your classes online?
Personally, for me, it's been pretty difficult. I've been super homesick, just kind of disappointed and grieving the loss of the freshman year that I expected. But it's not been so bad. I'm really grateful to be here, so that's good.
It's been rather hard because now you have to figure out when to do everything, rather in high school you had this set time to do all your work. So it's kind of hard for time management, but you make it work.
With the social distancing procedures, what do you do in your free time when you're not online in class?
Well, that's a hard question because of everything that's happening. It's kind of hard to do stuff outside of your classes, but I'll be with my friends 6 feet apart, I don't know, working on homework or something.
Yeah, me and my friends right now, while it's warm, we do a lot of walking up and down King Street, eating off campus, just riding around, but we probably won't do so much walking around once it gets colder, so hopefully restrictions will ease up then and we can gather more inside.
Walk me through those in-person classes. What are they like? What are the procedures when you go into class?
So one of them is physics, and there is mostly a lot of the desks are taped off, and so there's only desks every 6 feet apart. And in my other class, which is emergency care and CPR, it's the same deal. The chairs are spread out more, and there's a bunch of individual desks for everyone to sit at.
Actually rather empty. There's only in one of my classes there's 8 of us, and we're all spaced out, so we're not even anywhere near each other.
But it hasn't been bad, it's nice to have the human interaction. Everybody's wearing their masks and things like that, so it's been nice. It's a little bit different, but it's still nice to be on campus.
So what are the social distancing procedures and COVID-19 restrictions living off campus?
It's really more if you kind of make your own restrictions. I know personally if I've thought I'd come in contact with someone or my roommates have, I'll wear a mask out in the living room. We check our temperatures regularly, and we have a thermometer outside.
I'm here with Chad, who is an employee at Appalachian State working in janitorial services. You want to say hello?
Hey, everybody.
Say hi to your mom.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
So have you been an employee for Appalachian in the past?
Yeah, for 23 years.
23 years. Yep. Wow. Congratulations. Awesome. Round of applause for that. So this year, with the COVID-19 restrictions, how has your job changed compared to last year?
Well, obviously, when you come in a building, you have to have your temperature took, and you have to wear these masks, which obviously we didn't do last year before the pandemic come about. So yeah, it's quite a bit different. Yeah.
Are there any extra cleaning procedures or precautions you and your team have to take this year?
Yeah, there sure is. For example, the bathrooms, we usually go through and disinfect them every hour or two. We have to disinfect them. Anything that people touch, like the door handles, the soap dispensers, where they touch the handle, to get soap out, we have to disinfect them. And we also, when we clean the commodes, we also disinfect the seats and the flusher. So, yeah, we go through every 2 hours and do that.
That's a lot of cleaning supplies, isn't it?
Yeah. But, hey, that's our job. We got to try to keep students and the faculty, we got to try to keep everybody safe during this pandemic.
And thank you so much for that. And from all of us at App TV, we appreciate everything you and your team have been doing to keep us safe here on campus. Thank you so much, Chad. You have a wonderful day and stay safe. Thank you guys for following me to the Student Union to interview students and find out about the COVID-19 procedures on campus. Until next time, bye neighbor.
Thanks, Isabella. It's definitely a little strange to be on campus right now. Today, I'm talking with the director of the Department of Wellness and Prevention Services. He's also the interim assistant vice chancellor of Student Affairs, Dr. Alex Howard. Thanks for joining us, Dr. Howard.
Absolutely.
First off, what can students be doing to keep themselves and others safe on and off campus?
Yeah, great question. Before I even get started there, I just want to thank you for giving me some time with you this morning. I greatly appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you all. Regarding students and what they can do to take care of themselves right now, one is just to be mindful of the great number of health communications being pushed by the university, as well as our local public health agency and national entities such as the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So some of those messages include things such as washing your hands often, being distanced when gathered with others, and minimizing the number of people in those gatherings. And so wearing your facial coverings as well, but just being mindful of those things are very important and easy things that our students can continue to do to maintain their health and promote the health of others.
Well, if a student thinks they have COVID, what should be their first steps?
So first steps, I think I have COVID. Make a phone call to Student Health Services. So that number is 828-262-3100. You make a call. You can talk with a clinician over the phone, and they will walk through why you perceive that you may be sick with COVID-19. And so they're going to talk about symptoms that you may be experiencing. Are they new onset, or are they recurring? So one of the symptoms often associated with COVID-19 infection include headaches. Some students have seasonal headaches related to allergies and sinuses. And so the clinician is going to triage that with the student and identify, is this something new that we should be concerned about, or might this be a manifestation of something that generally happens around this time of year with this individual?
Okay, well, I know a lot of people are kind of feeling isolated right now, so is there anything that people can do to, as far as like in-person therapy sessions or?
Absolutely. So all of our health services are still available to students. We are doing minimal in-person clinical services. However, our telehealth services are fully functional and operationalized. So if a student is interested in receiving services, student support services through counseling and psychological services, again, make a phone call, 828-262-3180 to reach counseling and psychological services. And they will get you set up with an appointment so that you can receive in-person services if you feel that is most appropriate for your needs, or telehealth services that can be done remotely. And they will work with students to also identify safe or more appropriate spaces for them. If their residence hall is not a space where they can can communicate freely and process freely, we can bring them in-house within the office and actually get them situated, again, maintaining social distancing and appropriate risk mitigation factors. The other thing I would encourage students to consider is to take advantage of living in the high country. So I was talking with a few individuals earlier about being out running on trails and hiking. The outdoors is a wonderful medium to enjoy when you live in Boone, North Carolina. So I encourage people to get out, take advantage, the beautiful weather right now that we're experiencing, and allow that to serve as a natural means by which we moderate our emotional state, our mental state, and engage in health promoting behaviors.
I was feeling a little stir crazy a few days ago, and I went out for a run, and
There we go.
it instantly helped.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
do you know what went into the decision to open campus?
Wow, yes. So the decision to open campus was quite nuanced, continues to be complex for a number of reasons. So I think the first thing to state and try to provide some level of understanding is this wasn't a decision that was made by any singular individual. There's a number of conversations between members of the UNC system, the Board of Governors, the chancellors at each individual institution, and their cabinets. So we have sort of the presence of North Carolina and the university system, and then the presence of each institution, all working together while also taking advice and consultation and guidance from state public health authorities as well as local public health authorities, who are really giving insight on the trends related to the disease, particularly as it connected with individuals aged 18 to 24, which is considered the traditional age of college students. And so with input from all of these stakeholders, the decisions were made regarding what opening the campus would look like, what are some of the parameters and some of the things necessary to manage risk.
Okay. Well, I guess I know that there's been a few clusters on campus. Do you know if anyone has? I know that there's been a few clusters on campus. To the best of your knowledge, do you know if they've revisited maybe moving everything online?
Absolutely. So part of the university's approach to providing a residential experience for students is continual evaluation of where we are. What are we learning in terms of disease state and community prevalence of COVID-19 amongst Appalachian State students, faculty and staff, as well as within the community? We meet with the local public health authorities every day to have these conversations, to discuss concerns, challenges, and strategies by which to protect the health of the entire population and community here. So we're constantly revisiting where are we and what should we be doing as a university, and ensuring that it aligned with the needs and the requests and guidance of public health authorities in the area.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you would like to tell our viewers regarding the health and safety of everyone?
Yeah, the health and safety of everyone. I think it's just that, exactly as you said, is be mindful that we're not just talking about your well-being and your health. We're talking about working together as a community to ensure the health, safety, and well-being of everyone. We know that a residential experience increases the quality of academic engagement one has, as well as the quality of communal engagement individuals have. And our hope, our desire, is that we continue to all work together to engage in appropriate risk mitigation techniques and strategies so that we can maintain some level of residential experience for our students here at Appalachian State. So we're in this together.
Well, I know it's my last semester, and I do not want everything to go online. So,
yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Howard.
Absolutely.
Next, I look at how COVID has affected physical health on campus at the SRC, and host Aiyana Willoughby talks with apps about semester entertainment.
Hi neighbor, I'm Aiyana Willoughby, and this week we're exploring campus activities. The APPS office is planning several events for Mountaineers this semester. Let's learn more about it.
Hi y'all, I'm here with Bubba from APPS, and he's here to tell us about what APPS is doing to help Mountaineers during this time. Hi Bubba, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Can you start by telling us what APPS is and what they do?
Yeah, so APPS was founded in 1985, and students really wanted some after-school programs, something to do with their friends. And APPS was founded as a way for students to be able to really control that process in, who gets brought to campus, what kind of acts we bring. It's really evolved since then to a place where we have a lot more diverse events. But of course, with this year, everything's changed and we've lost most of our programs. But we're also kind of trying to use it as an opportunity to do new and different things than we've ever done in the past.
Okay, cool. So how has APPS adjusted to the pandemic?
So almost all of our programs are online now. We have still one event that is in person. It'll be some make and takes, and those will hopefully be as contact free as possible. I made sure that I'm there for the first shift, and we'll make sure that it'll be out on Sanford Mall. People are standing 6 feet apart, and it should be as contact free as an event like that can be.
Nice. So classes started about a week and a half ago. So what are some of the major events that y'all have done within that time?
So there was Denzel Curry online. There were a couple of poets that Case brought, Propaganda, Patty Gonia, who is a drag queen and environmentalist. She came and talked a little bit about what she does, why she does it. I can't remember some of the other ones.
No problem. I think that's a cool way of starting off the semester. So, what are some upcoming events that students should look forward to?
I pushed really hard for having all online events, but unfortunately that was not totally possible. So we have one in-person event, and I hope that it'll be used as an opportunity to kind of help build those social norms around distancing. And hopefully we can be part of the solution rather than part of the problem. But we have a lot of things kind of cooking in the background that we're not ready to announce yet. But we will be moving more towards kind of homegrown content, supporting students. Hopefully we'll be able to pay student artists to perform and broadcast those performances to the student body. Fingers crossed. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I did. And
that sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It should be really fun, and that's something that we've been working really, really hard to do, and it's looking like we're finally starting to get, some wheels turning, so we will see.
Nice. Is there anything that you would like to say to the student body or just Mountaineers in general regarding apps and the time that we're in?
Mm-hmm. We want to hear from y'all on what kind of events y'all want to have. We have these dialogues that are kind of more formal around certain topics. And I would like to see more kind of informal dialogues about difficult conversations that we need to have on our campus. It's an election season. So a big thing that I'm hoping to work with SGA on is promoting voter registration, just getting the word out on that as much as possible. But it's a lot harder to do that in a pandemic. You can't go up and knock on people's doors so much anymore. So we've been working really hard to build up our digital platform, and I want to use that for good as much as possible, and not just, we can have fun and have these wacky events, but ultimately at the end of the day, our vision and mission is centered on social justice and developing action through dialogue. So we want to make sure we're following through on that promise as much as possible.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Bubba. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Aiyana.
All right, Mountaineers, as you can see, APPS has a lot of events planned for us this semester. Be sure to follow APPS at ASU_APPS on Instagram for more information. Until next time, bye, neighbor.
Hi neighbor, I'm Taylor Holt. Today we are at the SRC to learn more about the measures UREC has taken to make sure you can stay active amidst COVID-19.
Hello, my name is John A. Adamson. I also go by Z. I am the fitness program assistant at App State. I also teach group fitness classes such as twerk and tone and trap Pilates.
Hi, I'm Chase Paceauer. I am a personal training program assistant here at University Recreation. I'm also a personal trainer, a weight room attendant, and a cycle instructor.
UREC has made an outdoor gym available here and over at Quinn. Could you tell me about some of the things that are available for use?
Yeah, so we right now, we have available dumbbells, preloaded easy bars, we have benches, we also have some barbells that we have. So this is a definitely limited amount of equipment that we have because of some of the rules that the governor has set forth. But we're at least offering something for outdoor use, and hopefully everybody is enjoying it.
How exactly does a student go about using the outdoor equipment?
So we have this new software called Fusion, and if you go to our website, apprec.appstate.edu, or use our app, you can go and select a registration time. So if you go to outdoor lifting and go to either the SRC or the Quinn, you can pick between which one. And you're allowed to pick your time slot. Right now we're doing 40-minute time slots, then we're closing for 10 minutes for our weight room attendants to clean. We're then doing another 40-minute period and then closing for a deep 30-minute clean.
Do students have to wear masks while working out?
They do not. While they're inside the building and getting checked in, they do have to wear a mask. We're trying to take as many socially responsible guidelines into place. But while they're actually lifting and they're in their socially distanced box, they do not have to wear their masks. It is very difficult to breathe while you are working out lifting weights.
What measures has the SRC put in place to assure everything is properly cleaned?
Yes, so we have, again, like I said, we're doing 40-minute, 10-minute, 40-minute, 30-minute periods, which sounds extremely confusing, but we are making sure that equipment is being cleaned around the clock. We have CDC-approved chemicals, and we're making sure that not only are the participants wiping them down before and after they use them, we're also getting our weight room attendants to clean those. We also have other staff members that are cleaning. We also have fogger machines that we're coming around every hour and a half, and they're spraying everything down. And so this is what's really, it's kind of like what airlines are using right now to disinfect airplanes. It's very, very efficient, and everything gets cleaned within 30 seconds.
It rains a lot in Boone, so what do you do about equipment getting wet?
Well, just like today, it started raining. It has been a challenge for us because we do realize Boone can rain and on the drop of a dime. And so the weight room attendants have been trained to understand when is it too much rain and when rain is okay. And so it's definitely fun to work out in the rain, especially if it's misting. It kind of cools you off and everything, but if there's too much rain, the weights can get slippery. And so if the weight room attendant decides that it is too rainy, they can just come back inside. They tell everybody to come back inside, and they make sure all the weights, all the benches are brought inside until it finishes raining.
So far the turnout has been really good for outside group fitness classes. When it comes to rain, we don't mind working out with a little drizzle. It makes for fun memories. However, if it is raining super hard, we will cancel the class. If we hear thunder within the first, I believe it is 5-10 minutes of the class, we'll send out a message via Fusion and let participants know that the class is canceled. If you're wondering about how to sign up for group fitness classes or outdoor weight room spots, you are more than welcome to download the app, which is UREC app. You could also go onto the website, which is apprec.appstate.edu, and sign up and reserve a spot for group fitness classes or outside weight room spots. There is a possibility that we'll be able to open up the gyms again in the future. It all depends on what the governor says on September 11th and if we are able to proceed with phase 3 or not.
With many classes being online this semester, I think we're all a little less active. So find some time to get out of your house and come down to the SRC or to Quinn to get a little blood flowing. Until next time, bye neighbor.
And that's all for this first episode of our 9th season. COVID has changed the campus in many ways, but we're still one student body. Be sure to stay safe and healthy.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at AppTV for more student-made content. Until next time,
bye neighbor.